Good morning, folks, and a very warm welcome back to the farm. It's the most beautiful morning this morning. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and we are feeling replenished and the cups are full again. And so grateful for everything that we have here, and that's largely thanks to you guys. So I wanted to start this episode by saying the most enormous thank you. When we shared in our last episode on Sunday that we were having a hard time recently, we couldn't have imagined the amount of love and outpouring that came from all of you, and for that we are so eternally grateful. All of the wisdom, the advice, the support, the kind of sharing why you spend your time with us. It filled our cups right back up, and it left us feeling so inspired for the future. So thank you so much. We have listened to you though, and we are going to make some changes. So this is what the plan is. First things first, we're going to hang out with some fun people. We've got some people coming to stay who you may recognise, but more about that on Sunday. We're also going to take some time away from the farm and go on a bit of a holiday. Part of that will be to see some other incredible people in Portugal, but the other part of that will be just for us, and we cannot wait. We're also going to slow down a little bit on trying to keep on top of things that have really put a lot of pressure on us recently. Things like replying to comments. We love hearing from you, and every week we get a flood of comments on all of our videos with advice and thoughts and support, and it means the world to us. So please don't slow down on them, but instead of trying to reply to all of them, please know that we're reading them. We do see you, but we just don't have the time or capacity to be able to reply to all of them. We will still continue with 2 episodes a week. We love doing this. We do. We just need a bit of a break. And we're going to try and film and edit so that we can get ahead with our content. Loads of you said to us, why don't you just take some time off? Like with any job, you know, take some time off. And it was really kind of something that really rung true to me, is that loads of you said you've chosen an alternative lifestyle so that you're not tied to the 9 to 5. And unwittingly, by sharing our lives with you on YouTube, we find ourselves tied to a 9 to 5 of some sort. The issue is, because our business is dictated by an algorithm, if we take time off, well, we get punished basically, and we may very well disappear from your radar. And that would cost us not only the connections that we have with you, but also our income. So we can't really just disappear off YouTube for too long, but what our plan is to try and film as much as we can and get as ahead as we can in content, so that towards the end of the year, once the harvest is done and the pressure of the growing season has lifted, we can take a longer time away and maybe go away for 4 to 6 weeks and do some proper travelling. John's looking after both the kids, so I should probably go and relieve some of that stress too. But honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much. And before I go and crack on, an extra special thank you to our patrons. We've been doing a couple of live hangouts recently over on Patreon, and getting to know you all and seeing a few of your faces in person is wonderful. But to all of you who reached out on Patreon with a message of encouragement or an email, thank you. Honestly means the world. Right, chicken coop needs a clean.
You got the heart that is bigger than the sun. You got the smile that is wider than the fun. Whatever you imagine will come true. Whatever you wish upon a star will do. And there is only one thing you should really love. It is your heart when it sings up above. Hey you over there, it's time to get up and make the world shine. It's time to get back to feeling so fine. You can dance or sing, or you can sing or dance. You got to find the voice that was lost. You got to find the sparkle in the frost. You got to find the passion in the must. You got to find the light in the dust. You are beautiful.
So the chickens are the most amazing disposal system for kitchen scraps, which is great, but does mean that after a while their coop starts to look a little bit like an extended compost heap. So that's my plan today, is just to rake up some of the excess stuff that they haven't eaten, clean it up a bit. So yeah, I think I should go crack on quietly listening to the birds. Okay, so I've raked up all the mess. Gosh, it looks so much better. Our beloved Tadza is currently in the coop laying an egg. So I'm not going to clean the coop out, obviously. I don't want to disturb her until she's done. It's really amazing learning about the chickens and watching their kind of rhythms. They pretty much have free reign of the farm and they go all over the place. But they always come back here in the morning so that the girls can lay. We're currently getting 2 eggs a day, so I can't quite figure out. I've definitely seen all 3 of them laying eggs. So I don't know if it's just that one of them's laying outside of the coop on the farm. No, Crusoe, no, because Tadza's in there laying an egg. Please, not in the chicken coop. Yeah, I don't know if it's just that one's laying out and about or if one's not laying. But anyway, you know, 2 eggs is plenty. We're actually accumulating quite a lot of eggs, so it's all fine. But they're just so happy and they've all got such amazing personalities. Tadza, who's the white one, is constantly escaping. She's so naughty and so bold. So even when we've locked them in here, she's always out. Fifi usually follows closely behind, although sometimes he seems to struggle. I'm not sure why. I don't know how they're getting out. We'll have to put a thing on. No, Crusoe, come away, please, come away. They're also constantly coming into the house, so we very gently nudge them out because the decorations on my carpet are really not welcome. So we're learning about them. We might need to start keeping them locked up a bit more and just have certain hours when they roam so that they're not disturbing meal times and stuff. But all in all, they just bring us so much joy. They make us smile a lot and we're really, really grateful to have them. They're an amazing energy to have on the homestead and I think, yeah, they're just make me happy. Right, last job I'm going to do in here is just put some more of these bamboo canes above this roof because I think this is how they're getting out. They're jumping on there and flying over the top. Mainly we just want to know that they stay in here when we're not on the farm so that if we're not here, they're as safe as they can be. So I'm just going to try and make some kind of barrier up there and then, yeah, I'll wait for lovely Tadza to have laid her egg and I'll come and clean out the coop. You're a very good boy, Fifs. I'll leave you now in peace. In about maybe a week, 2 weeks time, I am going to be inundated with plums. This tree is going absolutely bonkers. So, plum recipes below, please. I'd be so grateful.
Welcome back, team. It's so great to have you here with us. We are feeling fresh and good and alive and well, just really ready to crack on now. So the next job here that we're going to have is to finish this deck bit. This will be the first big part of the project. I want to get some decking down. I want to get the support joists into place. I want to finish and fix this back bit so that we've got the actual shape of it and put some supports up, maybe put a fence in here as well. So today the project is to try and just finish off the bottom parts of this decking so that we're ready to put some wood on. And Mario is coming a little bit later today as well, so we can expect some digging in the natural pond at the other end of the farm. Hopefully he's going to finish it so we can get some liner in and start collecting that all important water. Brilliant. Let's crack on. Okay, so last time we were here I was fitting this corner joist there just so that we could level out the decking. We know how high it's going to be. Hopefully it's going to go over the top of some of the roots around here. We're not going to have to worry too much about the height of it. Although if we do have to think about the height of it, that's going to be perfectly fine. I've got a plan for that. So what we want, this is level here. What we want to do is just pop in a joist here so that it fits into that rock right there. And I think the best way of doing that would be to chop out the rock itself and sit this into the rock, I think. Oh, okay, well, we've got a corner piece in here now. Man, let me get up here so we can have a look down on it. It's coming together really nicely, but of course, I'm having to negotiate my way around all of the roots from these huge pine trees that we've got right here. I don't want to do too much damage to the roots. I just want to be able to build around them. So whilst it's going in square and level, it's going in a little bit higgledy-piggledy, and I guess, well, that's just the way it's going to be. I'm also cutting and leaving plenty of space around where the roots are, so that they've got space to grow. I don't know how long this deck's going to be here, maybe 20 years, maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit less, but in that time we want to give the trees plenty of room to grow. So it goes well, but I'm going to have to pause just for a minute because Mario is on his way here. He's going to be here in half an hour, 20 minutes, something like that. And I've just got to go and make sure he can get in the entrance because that's where all the wood chips are. So, and the wood chips, by the way, have gone down really well this morning. Mario's coming with his digger. What am I doing? As you were, everybody, as you were. I think Mario can move that. I think I hear Mario coming down the hill. Brilliant. Thought I locked myself out there. Didn't lock myself out. That's good. There's the man. Big smile on his face, as always. Love it. Fantastic. And as always, no stopping for a chit chat. He's too busy. Straight off to work. I love it. Right, let's grab that tripod and let's go and see him on the other side. Brilliant. That's the tree that got blown over by the wind. Get that badger out of the way and crack on, and then we can start filling up that pond. I'm pleased that I came in here the other day and started cleaning it out, you know. Really key to giving Mario some space to see and work and what have you. So, and it should get finished today. Let's time lapse it. Okay, Mario's still here. He's been here pretty much all afternoon from, well, what time did he get here? About 2 o'clock all the way through. It's getting late now and Crusoe's in his jammies, ready for bed, aren't you, buddy? But instead of reading a book this evening, we've come down to watch Mario finish off the job, and he'll be heading home. Crusoe will be going to bed and I'll be sitting down on the sofa with my dear wife. Whew, what a day. We'll see you in the morning. Is it bedtime?
We are on our way to see the lovely Scotters who live just across the valley from us, about 15 minutes, because we have heard a rumour that they need a little bit of help. Yeah, Trixie's house, buddy, hey! We've heard that they need a little bit of help with a project. Anyway, we're really looking forward to a day off the farm, bit of time with some friends, and the sun is shining. Impressive, isn't it? So I think Wilfred and I are both using the excuse of the baby to be here rather than over there. But it looks like it's going well, hey? Oh buddy, Sawyer's really unhappy today. He doesn't want me to be out of his sight, so I can't really help with the teepee. But behind me, the teepee is going up. It's looking good. Having fun?
Yeah.
This is so cool.
I'm holding on to my pole, darling.
It's usually my job, though.
Can't put that on YouTube.
I'm just looking after the baby. I'm doing no work at all. We're just hanging out, aren't we?
Hey, Mr. Sawyer. Kayla's your favourite, isn't she? Is Kayla your favourite?
I'm just moving into a role of foreman. I'm actually knackered from building the deck and lifting all that wood, so.
Reached your limit, darling.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all right, I think, isn't it?
I've got it up.
I
That's all that matters.
love the little the star details, Kayla.
It's cool, isn't
So
it?
cool.
It is really, really cool.
Not a
Looks like a
awesome piece of kit.
Properly made, solid.
I mean, it's an adult-sized thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was expecting Crusoe to be playing in it with Trixie a bit later. But... So
We
what's
might
your
all
plans
be
for
having
it?
lunch in there.
So we are going to, these guys, Andy and Lou, are going to sleep in it, our friends.
Okay.
And then we just want it as a kind of chill out area, shaded. Yeah,
Nice.
I don't know, just an extra space to have.
Yeah, that's great.
And who doesn't love a teepee?
This morning when we walked out the front door, I took Crusoe for a little stroll around the farm and we went and got the chickens out, that kind of stuff. Crusoe said, "Dad, the sky's on fire." And I was looking for the sunrise, of course, you know, with all those reds and oranges and purples. But he thought the entire sky was smoke, that it was on fire. I absolutely love the way that young kids' brains work. And, you know, I hadn't thought of that. It's such a lovely thing to try and explain. No, Crusoe, that's called mist. Okay, mist is fire. No, it's just mist. It was a lovely chit chat anyway with my son.
Yesterday we were at the Scotters helping them put up a teepee. Now you got to go and check out their video to watch the whole thing because we had so much fun. John contributed a lot more than I did. Good and not so good.
Yeah, I managed to make sure that everybody agreed with me that putting the teepee up inside out was the right thing to do.
Anyway, you want to go on the trampoline. So that was a really fun video, so do go check it out. We'll link it up at the top and it's in our description. And yeah, today we're just kind of pottering around. The boys are playing and we have had some big life removals, which has changed the direction of the kitchen build slightly.
Yeah, it has. You know, you always start off with one idea and you start thinking, okay, this is how it's going to look. And we went out and we asked Liam to draw our design for us so that you guys could have a vision of what we've got. And as you know, when projects evolve, here are the newbies, they kind of evolve. And today Tara said, why don't we put the trampoline down here because it's more attached to the lawn area and this is where the kids are going to be. Maybe we can put a sandpit down here as well. You know, maybe a swimming pool one day, who knows? But for now, this is how the space is. And so
now we need steps from the deck down to the trampoline.
So this is pretty much how it's going to be now. We've got, like I said before, I've really been struggling with the roots of these big trees and trying to find places to fix things. So I've put in a few bits and pieces, a few footings here and there. But actually, ultimately, I've really had to raise it up a step to get over this top part here. Otherwise, it just wouldn't have worked. So what we've got now is we're going to have a lower deck. We're going to have a slightly raised deck over here. We're going to have steps that go up here and up onto the kitchen area. From here, Darling, if you come in, I can show everybody what the plan is. From here, we're going to have a round seating area that goes like this, sort of round the back like that. And then that'll just come up to that rock there. The staircase, of course, going up behind the seats. And now, thinking stairs in an L shape down to the trampoline.
Love it.
That's a lot of building to do.
I think these can come last though, love.
Yeah, well, the banister's got to go.
Yeah.
Crusoe's loving it because it's a nice little climbing frame for him.
It is a nice little climbing. Okay, so yeah, leave those for last because I'm really excited about the round seating.
Okay, that's the tricky bit.
Yeah.
All right, onwards, let's go.
Crusoe's off the trampoline. Which way are you going to go, bud?
That way.
That way round.
Come on, me come.
Okay, I'm coming. Let's go.
Oh, way down here. Down here.
Good job, buddy. You want Mummy to jump too? So, Armando's here.
Hey, John. Hey, Armando. Thanks for coming.
And he is going to teach us how to string the onions.
Pronto, agora é só
See? Let's go
cebolas.
and have a look. Cebolas. I'm so excited. I was going to try and learn this from a YouTube video, but learning from Armando is way more valuable and way more fun. I messaged Joao and I said, Joao, would you be able to come and help me learn how to string the onions? And he said, no, my dad will come.
That's great.
He's the best.
Yeah, good.
Vamos lá ensinar a encavar cebolas.
These ones. Yeah.
Assim, com mais rama.
So this basket was the ones I left in the ground for longer, so we were walking all over them and they don't have the same stringy thingy.
Você já fez uma trança no cabelo? Uma trança?
Uma trança.
Trança.
What's
Os
that?
cabelos.
Oh, a hat! Ah, really? This is how they make
Oh.
hats? Cool.
Fica assim.
Ah.
É. Ó.
Oh.
Ó. Ó. Vem pra aqui.
Okay, see?
Outra. Passa aqui pro meio. Né? E agora, ó. 1,
I
have got
no
clue what's
going on there.
4. Né?
One,
Né?
dois, três, quatro.
Aí, é. E agora sempre 2. 1, 2,
Look at that, it's like a proper plait, isn't
3,
it?
4.
Ah.
Fica 12. Esquerda.
You got one, good boy, don't pull off the
É
strings, buddy.
sempre uma trança.
It's not simple. Ah.
Uma cebola, a seguir.
I love this. We are so lucky to live here and have kind of Armando and his family sharing all of these kind of old Portuguese traditions with us. And one day soon I'm going to be able to understand everything.
But that where it comes from, Daddy.
That's your flower. You say you bought it from the garden centre yesterday because you liked it.
Tá aqui.
I did leave these with all of their leaves, but they've all come off, I think. We had a really windy night the other night and the greenhouse window got blown out and then they got a bit wet and I think that's what's kind of done it, which is a real shame. So I'm not going to have the long strings of copious amounts of onions I was hoping for. But like all things on the farm, you live and you learn, huh? And these ones, like I say, I only lifted these the other day and I think I just left them too long so we were all walking over them and we've lost all the strings.
Pequenino mesmo. Fazer?
See? Let's try.
Põe assim.
Watch me
no
unravel
chão.
everything.
Hã? Bom. Não bem apertado. Força. Não, pro meio sempre. Esta fica aqui. Esta aqui. E esta. Já?
Okay.
Sempre no meio, ó. 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 Agora segurar assim.
I still have no idea what's going on there.
Ih, cruzão, olha, cebola.
Wow, say cebola. Can you say cebola? Do you know what cebola means?
Ó,
Yay! Obrigada.
pronto.
Now we can hang it in the kitchen.
Yeah, brilliant.
There you go. Ah, muito obrigada.
Did you learn how to do that though?
No,
No.
that is really like a skill.
Aqui.
Even when Armando was helping me like fold them over,
Up.
I was like,
Se tivesse mais rama, dava
So-
para fazer mais. Só que sem rama, não.
see. So they don't have the top bit to do anymore, sadly.
Não.
But we have one that we can go hang in the kitchen.
Yeah, and also we're growing a lot more onions over there.
Exactly.
So next
we've
time
got a
we'll-
whole nother row, and
Yeah.
next time we'll make sure we keep the. I did keep the leaves on, but I think we just left it too long
Okay.
to string them. So yeah, valuable lesson learned. Obrigada, Armando.
depois quando aquela estiver grande,
Sim. Then we'll do it again.
é,
Sim.
depois fazemos mais.
And then I will
É.
learn properly.
Some.
Boa.